Beep, 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 guys. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Hello. You can't see me yet. Hello, hello. Guys, welcome in. Can you hear me? Let me see if you can hear me. Welcome in, everybody. Let me test the audio. Let me pull up YouTube. I'm using my old mic again. Hello, everybody. It is Thursday. What the heck? Can you even hear me? Can't see. Let me see if you can hear me. Welcome in, everybody. Let me test the audio. Oh my gosh, you can hear me. Yay. Okay, let's see. What about full cam? Can you hear me at full cam? Hi, guys. It's always the tech issues in the beginning. Let me see. There's like an echo. Oh my gosh, you can hear me? Yay. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Whoa. I'm open somewhere else so I can kind of hear myself. Yay, guys. Hi. There's like an echo. Okay, guys, welcome in. Sorry, I was like in deep concentration with this audio because I always get so paranoid. But welcome in. It is Thursday. I never go live on Thursday, but I'm so excited to be here. I literally just got out of my car like 10 minutes ago. I ate dinner and I said hi to my family, and then I changed into more comfy clothes, and now we're gonna game. I love Bratz. It's part of my childhood, and yeah, it's just gonna be a fun time. My hair's crazy. Oh my gosh. Guys, my hair's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna pull up the game right now. I'm playing Bratz Rock. What's it called? Wait, I'm a fake fan of myself. Bratz Rock Angelz. Okay. We're gonna open that game up. Also, I'm gonna game without the noise from the game. Hopefully that's okay. Cause, my audio is messed up. Carrie! Hi, Carrie. Welcome in. I'm gonna stream for like an hour and a half, around there. I do have responsibilities, such as doing nothing. I worked all day today, from 10 to 6, and then the drive over was literally an hour. The drive over was an hour, guys. I barely got home at 7 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, I just rushed it. I rushed it, but I'm so excited to be here. Hopefully you guys are excited to be here. I'm pulling up the game right now, multitasking. The lashes looking cute. Holy, thank you so much. I thought they looked horrible. I was like, I look like an evil person. I don't know. Oh, that actually really helps a lot. I'm finally here for stream this time. Yay! I am excited to game with you guys. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Whoa. It's happening. Guys, I wish I could hear it. It's just my audio is effed up. Effed up for sure. What? Okay. What if... what if I just put background music? Would that help? Let's see. 1 segundo. Oh, logistics. We're gonna have to make myself smaller. I may put myself up here, just because that's a little bit better. And then there is a controller that I use. Oh my gosh, the boring parts of the stream. Da da da. Okay, this white piece is down here. Okay, let me move that. Wait. Why must this be so vintage? We got it. We're getting it. We got this. We got this. We got this, guys. What? Okay, I think that's good, actually, no? Okay. And then I'm gonna mess with the audio a bit. Hi, welcome everybody. Guys, okay. I can't do the both audio. Sorry, you guys lost me for a minute. I can't do both the game audio and my audio. The OBS is kind of like not working. I already knew this. I was trying it, but you guys lost me for a minute. I was trying. I was really trying. But let's lock in. I'm so excited to freaking play this game. Let me get my controller. What the heck? And then we'll just have some fun. It'll just be us chatting. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. Press start. Okay. No, that's not the button. I have this. Let me turn it on. Hello? It's on. Controller on. Why is it not doing anything? Press start button. Okay, we're gonna try to press the start button. Where is it? Hello? Where's the press start button? Oh, we found it. New game, load game. Let's do the game that we had beforehand. Oh, I've actually never played this game before. What? Okay. Wait, why is my OBS on the main screen? Holy shoot, this is scuffed. Guys, I'm a professional. What can I say? Okay. No longer scuffed. We're set up for success. I may actually put some Spotify songs in the background. We can do like girly songs and then you'll just hear it through my mic. Honestly, it's a scuff time, not a perfect time, you know? I'm just here for a fun time, not for a perfect time. All right. We will have gaming with the actual gaming music in the future. For now, we shall have this. Girly music. How is everybody? Guys, I'm a little bit scattered, not gonna lie. I just don't understand technology. So this is kind of like my worst nightmare. This is like my worst nightmare, but I'm excited to get started. What if we don't do music for now? I'm actually a bit overstimulated just by the beginning of this gaming. I've never played this game. Bratz Rock Angelz is what it's called. It's typically on the PC2, I believe. But every single game for Bratz literally has the same sort of setup. I have found a theme. I have found the themes of life in these games. You just kind of like wander around and it's the same characters and then you just kind of get bling. Am I ruining the game? Am I ruining the whimsy? No, I don't want to ruin the whimsy. Okay. I can do a little mini update about myself and then we'll just talk about the game because no one really knows me or cares about my life. But I love Bratz. I grew up with Bratz my entire freaking life. And my mother actually really hated them. And I was like, no, they're very wholesome. And yeah, I always had some like secretly in a corner. But I was forced to be a Barbie's girl. But I was always a Bratz girl. We get messages. Received message. Jade, we're chilling at the smoothie bar if you want to hang. Check you later. Chloe. Wow. Very informative. And literally, the secret for me to play this game is me, like, asking my brother to set things up for me. Like, all these games, I don't know how he downloaded it, but he did it for me. He did it for me. Do not ask me how he did it. I'm trying to get out of the screen, and I don't know how to get out of the screen. Hello? Oh, okay. B. Meet up with the girls at Eden Smoothie Bar is another task that we can do. Smoothie Bar Escape. I thought we literally did this in a different game, I believe. There's also info that takes you out of the cell phone plan. Alright. Let me make myself smaller, actually. Okay, so we get to see a little plaza. Dude, literally it's always the same setup. Not to complain or anything. This is so whimsical. It's so whimsical. And then... Oh, this is like the Forever Diamonds one. We just kind of like go around and explore. Let's get the scope of things. So here's our friends. Whoa. Okay, I have no idea what they're saying. They're saying, guys, look at us. We're so cool. We're so popular. We're just kind of hanging around. Guys. You guys came here for a scuff time, not for a good time. Good time. This is so bad. You know, it's fine. Can we like skip forward the yapping? Oh, I want to do her makeup. I would love her makeup. To know how to do that makeup and then do it on myself would be amazing, actually. I'm gonna start doing more makeup streams, so look forward to that. Guys, this is like a weird, awkward time where you're like part of the group, but you can't actually listen to them because like you're like too weird to pay attention to the conversation, and you're kind of like distracted by life, and then you're just kind of like there, but you're not there. You know what I mean? Does anyone have that experience where you're kind of like part of the group, but you don't really know what's going on, so you're just kind of like forced to be there? That's my life, to be totally honest with you. And then my inner monologue is exactly like this. Like, they're just yapping and yapping and yapping. They're, like, talking about drama and boys. And then you're just, like, kind of there. In your own little world. That's what they told me at work today. They were like, are you not tired of being at work today? I'm like, no. And they're like, why? I'm like, I'm just in my own head. It's fine. The world can be on fire. Things can be going on. But, hey, I'm in my own little world and no one can touch me because of it. So it works out. Okay, so I feel like the main point of the whimsy of this game is to collect the blings. We have 503 blings. Isn't that freaking amazing? So we're starting off with something. Wait, what is this? Dynamic design. Whoa. Okay. Can you guys actually hear me? Oh my god, I'm so paranoid with the audio. Why is this OBS always messed up? Why? Yeah, you can hear me. Alright. Okay, thank you, Carrie. Carrie! Why? Why are you here? No, in all seriousness, I appreciate you so much because these have been the most scuffed streams ever. Like recently too, with all the changes in my life, it's just been like on and off, like constantly just not good quality content. And then I watch major streamers. I always say this, but I watch major streamers and they're so good at their craft, but it's like they got the good PCs, they got like the best I don't know, like team. They've been at it for years. So I guess I am like where I should be at for barely streaming gaming. Guys, I never streamed until like 6 months ago. I never knew what hats off was. I never knew what hats off was in the Bratz game. The first time I played this game was like 6 months ago. I have never gamed ever before I started streaming. Like I'm not a gamer. I'm not like a strategist of being online. Like I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Oh my god. I feel like people assume I know what I'm doing, but I don't. And I'm honest about it. I'm honest about it. Carrie says, I'm in it for the long run. All the best streamers started somewhere scuffed, and I find it very candid and comforting, making streaming looks less... I find it very candid and comforting. It makes streaming less scary. Dude, yeah, you gotta start somewhere. And I've been at this for a year. Wait, what happened to your, what were you gonna do? You were gonna do, an avatar. No, I forgot what they're called. VR avatars. Oh, there's a cookie shop. I want a cookie. Give me the cookie. Nope, not a cookie. Okay. God dang, there's so many buttons to this game. Wait, I actually like the version of this plaza. It's so colorful. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I think I may block a lot of it because I'm so big in the... And like, okay, maybe that's better. Whoa, it's so colorful. I like this version better. What? Shred it? What's in shred it? I kind of want to shop. Hello? Wait, her shoes are everything. The blue shoes, bro. I want them. Why is all the shops closed? Okay, I should stop screaming. Um, to be totally honest, I'm covering up a lot of road rage. I was trying to drive over to my house and I got all the freaking worst road rage happening. But I wasn't really raging. I was like, this is potentially road rage material. You know what I mean? But now I have the adrenaline of like, like remaining composed. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Do you guys get adrenaline from staying composed? I do. Okay. There's no shops open here, to be totally honest with you. And we are watching this in complete silence. I've noticed that when I watch other streamers, I actually don't really notice if there's any music or stuff coming from the actual stream itself, because the streamer is the one that I'm listening to. So I'm like overthinking it right now. I think my voice is enough. Oh, look at the cute bridge. I haven't done much with the PNG tuber, just made some sketches of features I like. Oh. What do the sketches look like? That's progress, though. That's good progress. That's very good progress. You gotta start somewhere, right? That's what you said? Okay. Oh no, not in an identity crisis. So I'm losing the motive to start streaming and doing anything else. Dude. I get that. You know what? I actually resonate a lot. I just kind of like do like main takeaways of like what I'm going through in my streams, and I just kind of leave it at that. But like the way that I summarize my life, maybe you guys haven't realized, but it takes a lot of like cognitive like analysis to understand like myself and the realizations that I have, and that kind of requires a lot of like existentialism for me. Like I don't go to sleep until like 2 or 3 in the morning on average, and I just watch streams to like keep me company, or else I'll really spiral. That's why I'm just always online, even though technically I'm not really paying attention to them like 100% of the time. It's just I always have a stream on as background noise. What is this? Okay, finally a store is open. There's a special bling. Dude, I love this. Thrills with frills? I can't talk. Thrills with frills. God dang. I'm Mexican. Okay? Talk with shop assistant. Oh, I don't know what you're saying. No one knows what you're saying, brother. So get out of my way. Okay, is there any like fun things that we can wear? I want a fun outfit. Honestly, I was so hyped for this. I was so hyped for this game. It's just like every Bratz game to... I don't... How do I say this without sounding mean? I have found a theme in all the 2005 Bratz like PC games. They all have very similar themes. Did you understand what I even said? All the Bratz fashion games all have a similar theme. It's just in different formats. So like we technically already have played this game, even though we only played Forever Diamonds. This is just a different version of Forever Diamonds. You know what I mean? It's like a spin-off. Am I ruining the vibes? I don't... Okay, I'm just gonna move on from my statement. There's very similar vibes, right? No? I like the option of that one, though. The blue rip strap top? Oh, wow. Very grungy. I actually love grunge clothing. I started off in the grunge scene, and then I went into the DIY scene because the grunge rock stars of the 90s really loved the DIY concept. I actually like this one. I'm gonna get this one. And then that's how I got into upcycling and sustainability. That's where I like discovered the philosophy of like caring about the world and stuff, because I was like not doing too good when I was 18, and I listened to music a lot, and it was an escape, and it was like one of the only things that kept me going, and punk rock was just like something I held on to. I love Kurt Cobain. Like If I can move to Seattle, that would be like so amazing. It's just so expensive. I think I've been deciding where to move. I actually would like the set. Let's wear this. It'll be good for the theme. There was also joggers. I've been thinking about like moving and like just Seattle would be so fun. Wait, I like these jeans. 50? Should we get these? Yeah, let's get these. But yeah, Seattle, man, it's just so expensive. You need to change your bottoms to complete the outfit. What do you mean I have to change my outfit? I don't want to change it. It's just there's so much grunge lore in Seattle, and like it feels kind of impossible to move there, but like it's a top contender and it's always rainy. There's a lot of like punk rock vibes going on there. It's just there's a lot of like Caucasian people, but they are liberal. It's just I don't really know anyone there. But I'm fine with that. I'm like pretty much a loner all the time. And I'm often really misunderstood and villainized. And I made a YouTube video actually about this, but I'm very much like I've always been misunderstood. I've always been like ostracized, like the black sheep. Like in my entire life, I've always been the black sheep. And Seattle like represents me like finally having a place where I can be understood, and I can be alone with other like type of my people, you know, like alone with the loners, with the other misunderstood people, even if it's just a projection of my ideal of Seattle because of its music origin. I just have always resonated with that place because that's where Kurt Cobain was mostly at. That's where my favorite music came from. Maybe I'll feel less alone if I move to Seattle. Maybe I'll finally be misunderstood because wait, what? Maybe I'll be understood because I've been so misunderstood. How do I get out of this store? Wait, how do I get out of this store? Hello? Where is the door at? Get me out of here! This man knows too much about me. Wait, where's the freaking door at? Is this the door? No? Hello? Oh my god, now we're trapped in this phone. How do I get out of this phone thing now? Holy shit, I'm gonna freaking freak out. This is not very PG-13 of me. How do I get out of here? Oh, I think it's info. Press info and then press B. Or this button. This button? Hello? Nothing is working. I'm stuck, guys. Give me a second. How do I get out of this? I think it's glitching. Carrie says, I've been trying to find places to move recently because I need out of my state so bad, but the places I like to go I can't afford. Yeah, isn't that the story of the average American? Like, most of us are suffering a lot and like unable to make a lot of decisions for ourselves because we just maybe don't have the money or the resources or privileges or people to help or anything. Oh, you know what? I've been glitching this thing out too much that it kind of like paused. Do you see the X button? It's glitching, so I think I like clicked it too much. I may have to like reset the game because I glitched it out so much. But like I was trapped in there. I was trapped in the store, so there was already a glitch within the store. Well, will we lose all our... I think we're gonna lose all our progress. Holy shoot, what is happening with tech today? This is so scuffed. Oh my god. What is happening to this game? Save state. Save to file. Okay, saved it, and then reset. Okay, we're resetting. I'm doing it behind the scenes. Okay. We'll start over. Don't worry, guys. Wait, why did our conversation become so serious? Anyway. This is supposed to be good vibes. This is supposed to be good vibes, even though the world is crumbling, okay? Um, dude, everyone in the punk rock scene dresses so fashionably. And the grunge girls, the grunge boys, oh my god, they're so cool. I wish I could be them. We're gonna start a new game, guys, because the other game was not working. If it does not work, I shall begin again. Um, I wonder what states you're interested in, though. Like, would it be... I don't know. Do you want, like, major cities? Because those are often more expensive. While like, smaller cities, they're more affordable. That's why I was looking into other, like, different locations. I was thinking about Wisconsin at a certain point, just because they're super affordable. They have a circus there, which was really fun to think about. I can just drive down, though. I could drive down. Okay, we're doing this all over again. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm like really into Seattle. I like love Seattle, bro. It's like, it would be a dream come true. I don't know how to get out of this phone situation. Are we gonna glitch with the phone again? Oh my god, I don't think we can play this game today. I'm pressing all the... I'm like literally trying, and it's nothing is working. I think it's glitching again. Wait, let me see what it's actually saying. I'm looking to Colorado for proximity to my friend's family, though it's an expensive state. Oh, it's asking me to do certain thing. Certain things are asking me to do. Okay, you know what was happening? Holy shit, I'm dumb. There's audio that's instructing you to see what to do, but I'm not listening to the audio because you guys can't hear it, so why should I hear it? But it's giving me instructions of like how to maneuver, but I just was not listening. Okay. We lost our outfit. That's fine. I have heard of Colorado being a good location. My friends who lived in Montana, they would usually move to Colorado or visit Colorado often enough. And it's very similar in culture. Like, everyone is very outdoorsy. They love spending time hiking and camping. Very much like granola girl, granola boy. If you're into that, that would be perfect. It's not that affordable, to be honest. It's actually getting a lot of like millionaires and like entrepreneurs in the area, so it could be hard to afford something. But when the location is hard to afford, there's usually like apartments you could sublease, because there's going to be like young people trying to like find places, especially if there's college students. So like if there's a college nearby, or like a university of sort, see if there's like any student groups that is interested in having like a young 20-year-old live with them, even though you wouldn't be a student, because I know you said you didn't want to go back to school. What else could you do? You could look into like finding maybe another sublease situation in the house. When I first moved to Montana, I found the girls through a Facebook marketplace group, and it was so random. They thought I was fake. I thought they were fake. And then we went on a FaceTime call while I was still living in Wisconsin, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Ellie, and I'm interested in the house that you guys have." And they're like, "Oh, it's $500, and then it's $50 in utility costs, and you would get your own parking spot behind a thrift store." And I was like, "This is too good to be true." Like, it's a house. They're cool. They're in their 20s. The rent is literally only $500 in the most expensive city in Montana. And it's behind a thrift store, and I love thrift stores. Dude, it was like a legit, almost scam setup. Like, they could have stalked me and, like, just yabbed their ear off and, like, and just robbed my money blind. They could have robbed $1,500 from me easily. Because that's what I gave them before I even, like, stepped into the house. When I arrived in Montana, I didn't know if the house was going to be real. I didn't know if they were real. I didn't know any of it was going to be real. So I was hoping, with a lot of prayers, that I hadn't been scammed out of all that money. And when I arrived, the house was empty, but they said they would leave the door open for me. And I entered, and it was legit. And they, like, walked in afterwards into the kitchen where I was resting, and they're like, "Hi, I'm blah blah blah, welcome. How was your flight?" I was like, holy shit, they're real. But yeah, it was so random. I was winging it. I was like 25. I was 25, guys. My family wanted me to move out to Utah with them, but I'm not down for the corruption and deeply red policies there, to be honest. Interesting. Wait, what is this? View map. There's a map? Holy shoodoodles, there's a map. Okay, we're getting something. We're getting less scuffed. We're getting less scuffed. My eyelash is falling off. Okay, we're here. Where are we trying to go? Should we go to Style Eyes or Claire's? Hats off. Thrills with frills. Shredded. Sweet fashion. Runway ready. Glamorous gems and jewels. Footlocker. Footlocker. City looks. What about cool cuts? Or kiss and makeup? Whoa. No, thank you. Men are random and dumb. Smoothie bar. The city cinema. The limelight. The Galleria. Rock and Ringer. Okay, I don't even know what these are. I'm leaving. I like Salt Lake City when I visited, and the cities are more progressive for sure, but overall it's not a state aligned with my values. That's good to be thinking about. That's very much a good thing to consider. From my personal experiences, I haven't done enough of that, to be honest, and so I kind of left. Oh, did I leave the store and enter again? Yeah, I need to go back in. And then we can walk in. Oh my god. Dude, just stay in the store, for God's sakes. This is not me. This is the game. Who like sets up a game where you have to walk a certain way and the door's right there, so you kind of leave accidentally? See, I'm not a professional. Alright, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. I just had to turn a bit. What top did we have? In an alternate universe, what would I do differently versus the first time? If I could redo this, I would keep the shirt. I love that shirt. I'm not gonna spend my money on something. And then the bottoms, I actually really like this, now that I look at it. The shoes gotta go though. But we said that we wanted a more rock vibe, and then things got messed up. So okay, I'm gonna backtrack. Let's just do what we did initially. Even though it could change the outcome. I like it. Okay, I like what has worked. Don't blame me. Blame the game. I would ideally like to live in a suburb of a decently sized city, so it's not a huge drive to fun things. I also don't know if I could handle living deep in the city. I've never had that experience before. Urban life is no joke. I was thinking about moving to downtown Chicago, and I still can if I want to. I don't. It's just, it's so busy. It's like so congested. I swear I'm trapped in here. How do I leave this store? That's the question. Hello? Let me leave the store. Why can't I leave the store? This was the door, no? There must be a glitch in this door because I can't leave it. Or are they saying something? Dude, this game is supposed to be for, like, for 5-year-olds. Why is it so complicated? What? Guys, they're trying to make me dress up the Bratz. The thing is with the game, they're like spamming music in the background. It's actually really weird. Or is it my Spotify from somewhere? No, it's not. Yeah, they're just like spamming music for whatever reason. Oh, contacts. That's what they want me to do. They're asking me to send messages so they can come there to the store. That's why I was glitching. Wow. Dude, I'm like less smart than a 5-year-old. That's crazy. They forced me to change it to Chloe. No! Give me some free will in this freaking game. Holy moly, bro. I didn't want to change into Chloe. This game is a little bit more, it's a little bit more bossy. I cannot talk. Why am I glitching so bad? Wow, they forced me to change into Chloe. Does she even have a good outfit? What's her outfit looking like? Oh, fun. Wow. She's gorgeous. I like my peace and quiet somewhere, not congested and loud. I could be mistaken though. It would be nice to walk a bunch of places in the city. I'm open to anything at this point. You just want out of your city. I feel like I'm in the same place as you. Like I just kind of like want to move, but I can't. So it's like, where would be the best place? And like it's also like heavily dependent on like the job that you get. You know what I mean? I like am really happy with the job that I have right now. I was thinking about maybe moving within that city so I don't have to commute a lot, but it's a very like fancy area, so the rent would be like horrendous. But that would not be end game. You know what would be fun? Oh. Oh, there's like makeup details. Pink decal, Sasha decal, orange flower decal, Yasmin decal, flower decal, sold. What can we buy? Oh, Lala compact. Wait, should we try that? That looks fun. Jade's compact. Midnight Dance compact. What are those? We can't really see it though. We need to see it. Party compact. Wow. Pretty and punk compact. I actually want this one. How do I use it then? Okay, we buy the makeup there, but where do we apply it? Whoa. I was thinking about doing a cosplay stream soon where like I like, okay, I look like a Winx character. It's the one with the brown hair and she has like highlights in front of her and her hair is like mine. It flows this way and she's always in pink and green. And I would love to do a cosplay of her because I feel like that's her. You know, that's her and that's me as well. I can't apply the makeup for some reason. I don't see a place to apply it. What are they saying? Oh god, let's hear the spammy music again. They have a lot of options actually, and I can't see where to apply it, so I'm gonna leave the store. This is a waste of time. Actually, this is actually a waste of time. I don't know where to apply the makeup at. Oh, what about in the mirror? Change music track? No. Mind you, if you do end up playing this game, if you're watching and you're streaming it at the same time, you're gonna get copyright striked because of the music. They're not letting me leave, so what am I doing wrong? If I need to buy a makeup compact, just go in the back and buy it. So they're forcing me to buy something. I already bought something though. Did I not buy it? She wants the treasure one. She wants this one. It didn't let me press it though. Guys, the audio on this game is so annoying. That's why I'm not talking anymore, because it's like blasting music and blasting audio and instructions. This one is actually really difficult to play. I don't like this. I like the more freeform ones where you don't have to really do anything. It's this one that they want. Okay, that's what they wanted. Go to the makeup tables to try it out. That's what they're telling me. Holy shit, I have a voice in my head telling me what to do. This is annoying, actually. I don't think this game is for me. It's giving me instructions, and I just don't want to do what they're telling me. Okay, makeup is... Okay, they're telling me to go here. Okay. Treasure. They're telling me to go to the choose compact and then do the treasure compact. Treasure compact. They're like talking. I wish I could like have you hear them. They're like literally spamming me right now. Treasure compact? Which one is it? Is it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah. And then press OK, they told me. Holy shit, shut up. Oh my god. Literally, I feel like I'm going crazy. You guys are just like hearing me like stutter. They're telling me to put a color onto the Bratz. Okay, amazing. The lack of context about what's going on for you guys is like amazingly annoying for me. Should we play another game? She's telling me about tissues now. Press X button to select what I want. Okay. Why is it not doing anything? Fill it up. Hello? Okay, it chose something. Hello? Why is this so difficult? Okay. Why is this? What about this? Use this? That's for eyeshadow. And then she says I gotta move it. X to apply. Shut up! This is so weird. I wish you could hear it. You know what? Actually, let's hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it. You're not gonna hear me anymore. You're gonna hear the game. Just listen. Holy shit, they're annoying. This game is so annoying. Wait. Hello? You can still hear me. Hello? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Ow. Hello? It's not letting me share the desktop audio. I don't want to play this game anymore. Okay. Can you still hear me? Dude, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Dude, this was the messiest one I've ever done. Okay, guys. This was actually so fun. It turns out that I have plans. It's called going and crying at the couch and like trying to not remember the stream. Okay. Carrie on Twitch says cosplay is super fun. You should totally do it. I want to get into it as well. Let me show you what I was thinking about. I'm gonna jump off really quickly actually. I just can't play this game. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing anyone, but I genuinely can't play the game. The audio is fucked. You guys can't really see what's going on because it's not working. All of it's not working. Let me exit this damn game. It was fun. It was really fun. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Okay, you saw nothing. That was nothing. You saw nothing. I'm doing something, I swear. Okay. I think I'm gonna start doing like Winx cosplay. So I was thinking about doing her. I think that would be fun. And then we're going to mainly focus on her. I think she's so fun. She's so beautiful. So that is what I'm going to be doing going forward with some of the streams. Because I do want to stream every day. I clearly need the practice. So that's going to be super fun. She's very girly. The green and the pink are definitely my colors. Wouldn't it be so fun if I dyed my hair like her? That would be such a vibe. That'd be such a freaking vibe. So that's what I was thinking about doing in the future. Maybe in a month or so. You were commenting something else, Carrie. I'm so sorry. This has been chaos. It's been chaos. I'm just gonna chat for a while and then I'm gonna jump off. Holy shit. Carrie says, yeah, the job's another issue. I feel super directionless career-wise, and I don't really have the education for anything that would pay me well and not crush my soul. I feel like my degree was kind of a waste, and that has been eating at me recently. Well, I have a business degree, and like I'm working for $16.50. Life is not fair, but like it was also my decisions too. I work with a 19-year-old man, and then a 50-year-old man. They're both super chill, but life, you never know where life is gonna take you. You know what I mean? You never know where life is gonna take you. You gotta take the wins and the losses where you can. But like finding a job right now is an art form. I've actually been thinking about it a lot, to be honest, about how life can take you in certain directions, and like the decisions that you make lead you to so many different things. So I would say don't be super tough on yourself. Have grace and patience. And I think networking, sadly, is like often enough like one of the biggest things to help you grow. But I have always gotten my like typical normal minimum wage jobs just by applying to random stuff. A lot of places are willing to train you. When I started off at the barista role, they were willing to train me because they just liked me for some reason, which I still don't understand. When I got this donation center job, like, they, again, just interviewed me for, like, a couple minutes and believed what I said. So if you're, like, a good yapper and, like, can lie on your resume, I'm not saying that you should, but maybe you can if you want to improve your chances, because I could have lied through my teeth. They do a background check, so they verified. But, like, you can say fancy stuff on your resume. You can say fancy things in your interview. Honestly, like, the people with the best jobs I've noticed are not, like, the most talented. They're just the best yappers, and they, like, amp up their personality. So it's more of a show of, like, personality and, like, your wits in a certain time frame of the interview than anything else, to be honest. Because if you have a terrible interview, they're not gonna, like, really care about anything else. Does that make sense? So you have to know how to, like, sell yourself. And I can yap endlessly, and, like, I know how to say the right thing. It's just, it's not authentic most of the time. When I do these streams, I know I can say things a lot differently. I can pretend to be more confident. I can pretend that I'm having the most brilliant time. I can pretend that I feel competent and not like an imposter most of the time in the stuff that I do. Because from the outside, the way that I plan things, the way that I present myself, it alludes to the fact that I'm competent, that I'm confident, that I'm like this pretty girl that has it like all together or whatever. But like, I'm just random and weird, and I'm too sensitive, and I get overwhelmed, and like any small thing pisses me off. It pisses me off, and I get like really erratic and like my emotions. Like if you do something that pisses me off, like I like spiral. I get an anxiety attack, and like I don't make no sense. Like my family knows me so well. That's why they let me have full control over situations, and they let me do what I want, cuz like I cannot handle when like one small thing goes wrong, or one thing goes a different direction than what I expected it to. So like I have to be surrounded by people that understand me so that I can thrive. And that's like the same thing with jobs. Like you have to find places that like fit your personality. I couldn't survive as a barista, to be totally honest. There's too many unpredictable factors. There's too many people. There was too much noise. I didn't feel like I was cool enough. I didn't feel like I was extroverted enough. I didn't want to pretend my entire life for that job. You've been chatting, sorry. Carrie says, I networked to get my summer job last year, and then 3 weeks before I was meant to start, they blew me off, basically. That is so mean. That is so mean. So that's why I'm having an unemployed summer so far. I love working there. I loved working there last year, and it was really good money for me, but it slipped away. Yeah, that's a douchey move on their part. Why would they do that to you? I would say like keep applying. If there's any like local things in your area that you can walk to or is accessible to you, I would apply to those. I mean, I've always been honest. Like I maybe I haven't said it directly here on stream, actually, now that I think about it. This is a very serious conversation for a Bratz gaming video, but it's fine. I mean, it's real life. And the whimsy will come once I fix my audio. Okay? I cannot fix my audio, hence the seriousness. But going back to what the conversation, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Like, literally. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So I haven't said this maybe in my streams before, but I love fashion. I that's very clear, right? And I love like sustainability. That's obvious. Fashion and sustainability, obviousness. But like in the back of my head, I feel like a failure a lot of the times and a waste of space for my family because I rely on them so much. But those are like negative thoughts that allude to like other things in my life, like how I behave and how I think about myself, that I'm trying to fix. And like connecting to things that bring me joy is so like beautiful and life changing, and I recommend that to everyone and anyone. Like find moments where you can just like escape, where you can find joy, where you can find fun. Let your brain rest, and then you will be able to like better approach life. Because when I was unemployed, which was recent, as of recent, my mental was bad. My mental space was so bad, but like I still found time to like game and to read and to listen to music and take naps. And then I was like able to have the strength to keep applying to jobs, keep believing things will be positive and good, to keep having that whimsy, because I like to have solutions in my head all the time. I'm a very solutions person. I'm a solution-oriented person, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't like being negative. Even though people piss me off, I'm always like, okay, I want to see the positive in this. So just, like, let yourself kind of, like, find that joy, and then hopefully that transmutes over to a job. And when I applied to the donation center thing, those thoughts of negativity were still in my head. I was like, oh my god, you suck. Like, you're only going to make this amount of money. It's going to be such a car ride, long drive. But you got to take what you can take, right? Like, I'm doing the best that I can, and hopefully whatever you find helps you get to where you need to go. And it's probably going to take me 2 years to move out, or a year, or maybe 6 months if I grind. But I'm still trying, and I think that's what matters. Like, all of us, I think it matters if we all just keep trying, you know what I mean, step by step, even though in the long run where you want to go will feel maybe impossible. Carrie says there's an opening at the public library here. That sounds nice. My friend works in a part of that library too, but I think it would be nice. Ask her for a recommendation. Ask her any tips for the interview, any tips on what they're looking for, because sometimes they know what they're looking for and they want the person to fit the mold, basically. So if she knows the managers, or knows like the team, that would be helpful for you to like know about. So you should have a combo. I've gotten many jobs in the past by asking friends who work in that same organization to help me with the interview, or with the tips, or with like more context to what I'm entering. For example, again in Montana, I was interested in being basically the community organizing director for a whole Democratic Party in Montana, the Galentine Democratic Party. Yes. And I was interested in being their community organizing director. And it was only part-time. Sounds all so serious, huh? And I asked my friend who had been involved in the Galentine Democratic Party to help me with the interview, give me tips about the environment. She sat me down, gave me all the tea. And then I asked the girl that had the role, who wanted to like step out of the role, I asked her if she could sit down with me and explain what the responsibilities and duties were. And essentially that was my interview, because she ended up spilling everything, and she essentially gave me the role by the end of the conversation. And we were at a coffee shop for like 40 minutes. And that was like not even an official interview. It was just a conversation. But she believed in me so much, and through my conversation, like, okay, wait, what? Through my conversation with her, with my questions, she ended up believing in me, that I was a good fit, and basically said, here's the role. So when I had like the official interview, it was a formality. And that's how I got to become the community organizing director for the Democratic Party in Montana. Because I just was like, can I have a conversation with you guys? I have so much lore. That's crazy to think about. Oh my gosh. Community organizing director for a whole Democratic Party. Holy shit. Am I smart? Carrie says there's another job within walking / biking distance I could try too. I've worked somewhere similar before. Yeah, also, like, you could always step in and ask them if they're hiring and then give them your resume, like a physical copy. You can give them a physical copy of your resume. That can also help. I've seen, like, TikToks where people, like, do that. They just kind of, like, go in with audacity. Honestly, I feel like life is just about audacity. It's just having a lot of audacity. I feel like I'm about to throw up. Maybe this is a protective conversation for anyone that's listening. Maybe it's not. Hopefully it's helped you, Carrie. But for anyone just generally listening, please find some joy in gaming or in life, and just try your best. Jobs don't, like, dictate your worth, but they do dictate how much money you have in your bank account, and that leads you to, like, understand what you can afford for housing and for quality of life and stuff. It takes time, I guess, especially for younger people that are just graduating. The job market is so fucking screwed. It's so screwed. It's so scary. It's so scary. I have just lucked out, and I just kind of know what to say in interviews. I can give tips on, like, what to say in the interviews too, if that's ever needed. I can message you about, like, my templates and, like, what I do, because I always practice beforehand. I have my intro about me ready. I predict what they're gonna ask me. I have my spiels ready. I always try to connect my answers back to the job. I stalk the organization so that I'm using their same wording, their same values. So I'm just kind of, like, copy and pasting their world into my job experiences, and just, like, advocating that, yes, I'm a good fit based on this, and it connects to your job in that way. So, like, giving them concrete examples of how you would fit in to their world helps a lot. You, like, visualize it for them, and it makes it easier for them to like, see it happen, like, that it's a good fit and stuff. If you want, like, my guidelines and, like, my documents, I can send it, to be honest. I will definitely reach out for some tips. I've done well in interviews prior and always practice. Some tips on top of my head, I would say for interviews, I think appearance kind of affects things a lot. Like, even if it's, like, a minimum wage job, just dress professionally, like a professional sweater, black pants. I would say, like, practice smiling. I know I hate this. I hate this so much. But especially for females, they're expected to smile a lot. They're expected to look positive, I guess, more so than men, which is sad. But if you can, like, act maybe more positive or, like, happy to be there, that can affect their mood a lot. Something that I've noticed is that I have to, like, smile with my eyes and, like, change the tone of my voice. So, like, for example, if I was in an interview right now, like, I would have to sit up, I would have to, like, talk and laugh in a way, like, feel a bit more confident, even though, like, I don't totally feel confident, and then, like, speak boldly and, like, raise the pitch of my voice and talk a bit faster. And then it's like, oh my god, hi, I'm Ellie, and I'm so excited to be here. A bit about me: I have a bachelor's in business, and I have a bachelor's in apparel merchandising, and I have 5 years of experience and blah 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 blah, and I found this job through Indeed, and I thought it was exciting because of X and Y, and I just really appreciate your time. And then they continue on. You know, you gotta suck up to them. You have to be like a shuck up, you know. I have resting bitch face, but I will try my best. Yeah, that's why I didn't even know you had resting bitch face. I have resting bitch face. My face is naturally like this. It's like, it's just like meanie. Even when I stream, I have to, like, animate myself, but I still come off so calm and, like, contained, even though I'm not trying to be that way. So yeah, like, animating yourself a bit more. I feel like your hands help a lot. Gotta like go like this. Hello. No, not like that. You can be like, hi. I think that helps make you seem like you're more open. And then, yeah, I feel like practicing what you're gonna say helps a lot too. You gotta be a kiss ass, yeah. Honestly, to be totally honest with you, I have had a lot of breakdowns this week. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I break down a lot. I have a lot of existential crises. I cry a lot, and my parents know me really well. They know when I'm about to like cry about stuff. But basically, I cried like 2 days ago in the kitchen because I was exhausted after working at the donation center. Right, I work 10 to 6, and then I drive home and it's 7, and I have no time for myself really because I have to go to sleep at 10 to wake up in the morning. And I was like crying in the kitchen because I was like, I have a degree in business, I have a degree in fashion, and I like organized for years and years and years for like major organizations that, mind you, never really hired me. They gave me stipends, but they refused to hire me. Like other places hired me, but like the main organizations I truly loved never believed in me, and I still don't know why. And my mom was like, well, you like basically were too radical for them because you kept yelling at them. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I keep yelling at people? She's like, well, people don't like the truth to be presented in their face. People don't often want honesty. People don't like the problems being presented to their face. And she told me, you're a very honest person. You're very straightforward. You don't pretend to be anything else. When you're really passionate, when you're really like centered in like your values, you know what I mean? So when I was an environmental organizer, I was myself, and I felt like I could be myself because I wasn't a paid staffer. I started off as a volunteer, and then afterwards I was like, wait, I actually want to be paid for this. But it was too late because I'd never kissed ass since the beginning. I was just myself, so I couldn't pretend to be someone else, you know what I mean? So in a lot of ways, I punish myself, being like, what if I had done this differently? What if I had been nicer? What if I hadn't pushed for this thing in that way? What if I didn't have strong morals? What if I didn't like always need to step up and like try to do the right thing? I know it sounds like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying to be the best person ever, but like, for example, in some campaigns, they would lie in the campaign like overview, and I would tell the staffer, like, that's not what actually happened. Like, stop changing the numbers. Stop schmoozing that never happened. And they would be like, what? I'm like, that's not what happened. Stop changing the narrative. Stop changing the reality of what happened. And they wouldn't like it. The staffers didn't like that. I wanted things to be, like, transparent and honest. So there was a bunch of other drama that I'm not going to get into, but I would always get, like, into, like, I guess fights about what would happen with certain groups. But it's just because I wanted things to be right, not because I just inherently wanted to create drama. And I've noticed that too on online spaces, or like in general groups. Like, often enough, the people that go the farthest are often the people pleasers and like the ones that play the game. I can't play the game. I can't play the game. And my mom was like, you should play the game. I'm not going to play the fucking game. I've never played the game. I'm not going to, like, change myself to get a job, basically. I mean, I can kiss ass, basically, in the interview. I can, like, spice it up. But, like, quickly afterwards, they're going to realize, once I get the job, that it's just me. It's me. It's me that they're getting, and it's going to be too late. If they want to fire me, at least I got, like, a check. You know? Carrie says, I got complimented on my interviewee skills before too, which felt nice. We had a class that helped practice in high school. Yeah, practice makes perfect. But imagine if I was like Caucasian, didn't have a resting bitch face, didn't have a monotone voice. I dressed a bit more preppy. If I was more like girly in a lot of different ways. If I was more traditional in the sense that I like only say nice things and try to like fit the mold and fit the group, like, would I have had like my ideal career in environmentalism? Would I have had a career in sustainable fashion already? Most likely, yes. Most likely, yes. If I had changed everything about me, I would have my dream life. But you know what? I don't want to like completely destroy myself to fit in with the world. I don't want to like please everyone and lose myself in that. So I'd rather be where I'm at now and be myself completely and honestly than anything else. A job is just a job. It's never going to dictate me. Sadly enough. And then I feel like it kind of worked out because I work at a donation center now and I don't have to talk to anyone. And I can work on my own projects and I can build out my Depop and it's fine, you know? My coworkers are so nice. It's the most peaceful thing ever. They accept me completely and I'm just really lucky. So I'm so lucky. I don't know. I feel like a failure, but I'm also really lucky. But I think I'm just tired too. Like whenever I'm too hard on myself, I'm just tired. Carrie says, I think I have a good chance of getting the job nearby because of my work experience, and I've been helping out a friend with something similar for a year now. Dude, that's so cool. Yeah, tap in. Build out your portfolio. You kind of mentioned that, no? You should build out your oh my god, I can't say that word. Portfolio. It's in a retirement home? Yeah, it's something, you know. Keep your options open. Build out that resume. Dude, I'd be taking jobs and I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Remember the story that I just said about being a community organizing director? How the fuck did I get that? What was I doing there? I don't know. But it's like worth taking a chance, you know? But I think the library job would be nice, and my friend is there though. It's way downtown. I'll figure it out. Can't she give you like a ride? Does she live like en route? That could be helpful. You could always ask if she would be willing to give you rides. What else? If you have any like family members that could take you, because my little brother, he works at Sam's right now. I pick him up from work at night, and my other family members take him, which is, he's really lucky. Not every family member is gonna do that for their family, you know. So if you don't have family that would do that, then that sucks. I'm sorry. You could maybe do Ubers. If it's part-time, it could be worth it. You could do Ubers if it's part-time. You wouldn't... It would like cut into your like savings, but like you would still make something, right? At the end of the month. Hopefully. Unfortunately, no, they aren't nearby, and I'm not sure if our schedules would be aligned. My mom takes me everywhere. I can't bike right now. We're working on studying for my license. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a difficult combination. Honestly, I would say like try the library thing. See if your friend could give you rides. Also, if you do get the job, you could ask around with the coworkers and see if they could bring you or take you. But I think Ubers would be like the beginning solution. Again, not affordable, but you could make something after the costs. You could start there. What else? Yeah, but the licensing, yeah, you would definitely need that for a car. There's a lot you have to do, but I feel like a local job would help a lot. Like just apply to the most local things that you can find, to be honest. And you can kind of walk there, or it can be easier for you to get there in general. So local jobs, but also try with the park, and also with the library, and then with the retirement home. Like as long as you kind of like ask around, yeah. It's full time. Oh, that's perfect. Oh wait, would that be perfect? Well, you'd be making more money. So the Ubers wouldn't be that much in comparison to your check, maybe. You have like one Uber in your town? Holy shit, bro. What the heck? Dude, I like looked at the amount of viewers that I have right now and I thought the viewers was 47, but that's followers. Holy shit, I almost panicked. I was like, guys, bye. Boys, have a nice day. Ew, 47 people watching me. That's no, not right now. Maybe like in a year. Oh my god, that was scary. Carrie says my best bet is a retirement home. I've worked in one before and I do the same thing to help a friend out with their elderly relative on the weekend. Yeah, like try somewhere, like start somewhere, honestly. Like it's money. You need the money. You have a connection. If you think it's going to work out and you think you can stay sane in the process, then definitely try doing that. Yeah. One step over the other. Yeah. I find a lot of contentment in streams because life is so difficult. So, again, like, play some music, play some streams, play some Infinity Nikki. I will be playing that on Monday, I believe. Yeah, just, I know it can be really overwhelming. I was in the same spot as you literally a week ago. Girl and guys, I have $80 to my fucking name. I just pretend to like not be dissolving in chaos a lot of the times. My mental health is barely coming back. To be honest, like I haven't been this honest ever in streams, but like my mental was like critical. It was in red zone. Red zone is no-go. And then when I started the job, I started having all these meltdowns and I just collect myself to go on stream and then I collect myself to go to work. But like it's a struggle. Life is not easy. Carrie says, I actually enjoy the job when I had it in high school. I only quit because the pandemic hit the facility hard and I feared for my health and my mom. Dude, yeah. The pandemic was so fucking scary. I didn't leave my house for 3 years. I think you know that already. I didn't leave my house for 3 years. I'm like OCD with bacteria. I'm with like health in general. I take that so seriously. Yeah. But positivity. Positivity. What can I send over to help you? I can send you like, I don't know, like what's like tips that you would need? Or like what would you need for, oh, the resume template affects a lot. I could send over like templates of the resumes that I use. The cover letter resume, or the cover letter templates, how I prepare for interviews. I can send that over. Yeah, I'll send you everything. I'll send you like the template of the resume, the cover letter that I use, how I prep for the interviews, tips I can give you. I'll send it over tomorrow. I literally have like 8 hours to do nothing, so I'll be working on it at work. Resume templates and cover letter will be great. I know I'll get a job. It's just a matter of finding one that works for me right now. Yeah. Positive thinking. Positive thinking. Yes, we have to stay positive. I'll send everything tomorrow. If it's not via Whisper, I'll send it over via your email. I'll ask for your email. But I'll send it as links. I think links will work on Whisper. Yeah. Okay, guys, dude, I'm actually like very positive and whimsical, actually. But before I leave the stream, I do want to say I'm going to be streaming every day starting this upcoming Monday. It's going to be a bunch of gaming. It's going to be a bunch of like DIY stuff. I'm going to try to do cosplays. I'm going to have my first check soon, so IRL streams are coming soon. Just a lot of fashion stuff. It's going to be fun. It's going to be super fun. And yes, it's gonna be the start of something amazing. For this weekend, I am gonna figure out how to fix my OBS. I'll be working on a YouTube video for you guys if you want to watch that. And I wish you guys an amazing rest of your night. Life can be very difficult. It can be very hard. It can be very confusing, but we shall overcome the darkness. Not me trying to be motivational. We shall overcome. We shall overcome it. Yes. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I will help. I will help you guys. Yes. Thank you for the chat. Dude, Harry, I will help you in the best ways that I can. I really appreciate you guys. I will be back on Monday. I'll see you on Monday, Carrie. See you, chat, for listening. There's a couple people listening. That's so interesting. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Play some games out there, okay? Play some games, listen to your music. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright at the end of the day. One step after the other. One step, other step. Uno step, other step. Uno step, other step. Uno step, other step. Alright. I'm so tired. I can't even talk. Oh my god, my eyelash. It fell off. Okay, guys, don't look at that. Bye, guys. Bye, Aller.